Hello and welcome back to video 4 in this series. We had a bit of an episode in the last video. If you watch, we were involved in quite a bad storm and we almost died and our ship was in a bit of a bad way. We just fixed everything up very quickly. We did it just by farming some resources, building out the repairs, going around and cleaning everything up, and we're now ready to move on. We've also moved our location radar, so when we're flying, if you look up, it's right here. So we need to go to one of the locations that were mentioned, and there's 3 available. We're going to go to the nearest one, which is actually to the left of where we are. So we're going to fly over to this kind of direction here, making sure we don't hit the tower. That's one thing we don't want to make sure we do. Okay. So heading off this way, just slightly to the right. Making sure we don't hit anything as we go. We can see this is the kind of direction we want to head in. Okay, so whilst we're doing this, we're going to put it on auto cruise control. We're going to come away from this and we're just going to fabricate ourselves some more fuel because we're going to need some. We're keeping an eye on where we're going,
Printing completed.
But we're just going to make some more fuel as we go.
Printing completed.
And then we're going to put a little bit of fuel in this one.
Printing completed.
Make sure we don't hit those. And we're going to put a little bit of fuel in this one. Okay, so we know we've got enough fuel now. We can come back to this. Press R to remove this manual override. Look at our manual menu. We can see where we are. Okay. So we're now on manual. Looking at navigation, we can see we're going in the right direction. We just need to avoid these buildings. 1.4 kilometers, so quite a distance to go, but because we've got 2 engines now, we are going a little bit quicker, which is good. Because of the fuel we've got, we're okay. Just get around this building. Again, you don't want to fly into these buildings. And very soon we should start to see the lights appear. Okay, so now we're in some open space. We can continue to head in the right direction, which we know is this way. Just over a kilometre to go. Press R and then E, and that will put it on autopilot and we can step away. Now we can come out to the side and we can start to gather some resources, so we're kind of utilising our time. We can also stick this on the front of the ship so that if we are going in a straight line and anything's flying towards us, we can take it out so it doesn't hurt us. And there we go, we can just see the lights in the distance starting to appear. Okay, we've got everything we need. Just make sure you don't fall off when you do that. Make sure you back off. Alright, we can see we're heading in the right direction there. We've got everything that we need, so we're in a good place, so that's good. We're going to lower the lure, so we've got that down. Okay. And yeah, we're in a relatively good place right now. I feel like we have everything we need. We're going to put some batteries in here just to keep them. Alright, and now what we're going to do is we're going to press E to control the ship, press R to take it off onto manual, and now we're going to keep navigating towards this platform. In fact, while we're doing this, let's just deal with that because of that noise. Okay. We can also look at the engines. If they can be repaired, we can do that. We can also make some more repair patches.
Printing completed.
Okay, so everything's good. We've got enough speed going here. We know we've got enough fuel. We're okay with that at the moment. And we're almost at this platform. So we're going to head a little bit higher. Turbine is damaged. Okay, so we can deal with that. We can't reach the turbine at the moment, so actually we can't deal with that because we put it at the back of the ship. But we'll deal with that in a minute. But we can see a similar problem to what we had before. The problem we had before is that we couldn't reach the platform because we needed more height, and we have the exact same problem here. We're not high enough. So in order for us to be able to land, we're going to need to go higher. So, in order for us to do that, we need to print a new turbine. In order to do that, we need some metal and some electrical elements. So electrical elements, we can make that because we have some copper. So that's good, but we know we need some metal. So we're going to come to the side here.
Printing completed.
We're going to keep an eye out for some metal. Some here. Unfortunately, it looks like a bit of a storming coming. Hopefully it's not another thunderstorm because I don't really want to deal with another one of those. Okay, there's two more bits of metal on their way, so we're just going to wait for these. And hopefully this one should be enough. Let's just check and see. So we've got that part. Nope, we need 35 metal in total. We don't quite have enough, so we're just going to have to wait for some more. We could fly around and see if we could get some. We could also go to another platform if we wanted to. There's lots of ways that we could do this. We could also move ourselves over so we're a little bit closer to this. But for now, it's fine. I'm just going to farm some resources while I'm here. And we're just going to wait for this metal. But it shouldn't be too much longer. And we'll have that material. Again, there's another light just there, as we can see, right in front of us. We could head over to that instead. And that's going to give us a lot more material. So whilst we're waiting here, we can see we're going to get more copper from here. We also know that we're going to get some more metal from here. So just while we're waiting, we're just going to do this to speed up the process. So as we get a bit closer to this building, we're just going to jump out, grab onto this, and there we go. Look, we can just grab all of this instead. We can also see on here, there's some copper we can grab. One more piece there, so we know we've got enough copper now. There's also some glass here as well, so we can grab that as well. There is one more bit of copper. I don't think I'm going to reach that from here. Maybe I might just be able to. I think that's a little bit too... Oh, no, we got it. We're good. Alright, so that's everything from here. Now, it's your choice if you want to land here or not. I'm going to, just to be able to get the helium and the other bits that we need and just, you know, check everything out, because it's always good to be able to do that. Also, we can fix our turbine whilst we're here. And now that we've got enough material as well, we can actually fix another turbine. So we're going to print another basic turbine. Whilst that is printing, we're going to go and have a look around, do all the bits we need to do, grab the tower. So from here we can go across, grab this, so we get the battery. Then we can jump down. Duck down into here, pick up the parts we need. A lot of helium there, that's great. Circuit board, always good. Machine parts, and another data card. This is a window wall. So that's great. So again, always handy to come into these places. More repair kits, we need that. Repair kits are always grateful for those, especially after that storm. More circuit boards. So this was actually a really good find. Lots of great material here that we needed. Some more helium here.
Immunity is decreasing. Diseases might become more severe.
Okay. And that looks like everything that we needed from this location. I don't think there's anything else here. Just these two. Press escape and unstuck. And we're back in our ship. So now we can head outside our ship, go to the back of our ship, use one of our repairs that we had to fix this, go inside to the printer, grab the turbine that we had, and we can stick our second turbine on our ship. So, no real wrong or right answer. I'm going to put it just there for now. And we're good to go. So sometimes it's much quicker and better to be able to do that. If we spin around, we can see those green lights. So now we're able to fly a lot higher as well. So we fixed everything, everything's been repaired. We've got twice the lift now, and that will be enough to get us onto this platform. So don't be worried if you ever find yourself short on resources. You could sit and farm it and wait for it to come by, or you can just pop over and grab it from a nearby structure. Because you've got the radar, you can see where they are. So now we're going to land on here. This is a much bigger platform for us. It's much better. This is a really good platform if you want to work on your ship. You can simply land, jump out, and you have a good space to be able to look around and do everything you need to do. And there's a storm coming, so we're gonna run up here. We're gonna try and get inside a building or get underneath something, away from the lightning, just away from the storm. Okay, so we're just gonna chill here for the moment and hope for the best. So this is the third area. And if we press tab, I'm actually just going to drink some water because I'm a bit dehydrated, and we look at our studies, we can now see we are on the garden variants. So we did the radio tower, we did the wind farm, and we're now on the garden variants. Okay, so if we look here, there is quite a lot for us to learn. We have to find all of this information. Okay, so we know we want to find an upgrade station, we want an oil barrel, we've got all of this other stuff to find as well. So we can see there's some new resources here, there's polymer and epoxy, so we're going to grab those as well. Okay. Now, in every garden variant, they're the same. You'll land on the platform, and you'll come up to this central platform. This is always the same. And in here, there is a well of dirty water. This never goes down. And so, if you need to, I'm just going to empty this container to show you. So I can Alt and left click to empty this. I can always fill up from here. I can always fill up from here. I can always get my dirty water from here. So if you ever need dirty water, you can come to this location. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to head upstairs. We're going to the first room on the first floor. There's always a building on the first floor. If we go inside, press F to use our flashlight. And we're going to start to find some of the things that we need here. So, we'll take the data card first. That's a metal wall. Okay, here's two items. So this is polymer. And this is epoxy. Actually, our inventory is full, so we're just going to eat some food and then pick that up. Okay, so now we have polymer and epoxy. You can keep looking around, see if there's anything else in here. Okay, so now we have these barrels. These barrels, we can scan them. This is an oil barrel, and we need an empty bottle for it. So let's head back to the ship and let's drop off the stuff that we've got. Oh, there we go, there's an empty bottle right there, which is fantastic. However, we'd actually need to eat something to be able to make that space. We can do that now, we can just eat a dust moth, that's fine. Take the empty bottle, and that empty bottle we can now use to bottle the plant oil. Okay, so now we have plant oil. There's 3 scoops in each barrel. There's quite a few barrels around. So now we have plant oil as well. So go back to our studies, look at the garden variants, and we can see what we found. Oil barrel, epoxy and polymer we found. Now the next things we need to find here, apart from the wrecked upgrade station, is going to be the green colander, the canolia multi-dogit flower, and the thick creepers. Alright, so the storm's passed, that's great. Here are the next items. I can scan this. Okay, so this tells me a green colander, and I need a knife to be able to get it. I don't have a knife on me. So I need to go and find a knife, or craft a knife. But first I'm just going to pop into this room here. and pick up these polymers. Inventory is now full, so what I'm going to do is just head back to the ship. Okay, now I'm back on the ship. I can actually start to drop some stuff in my box. So things that I might not need at the moment. Well, I don't need the food on me. The helium can stay there for now, and the circuit boards I can put in there as well. If there's anything right now that I just might not need, plant oil can stay there for now. I've got a little bit more space. You could craft another box. I wouldn't craft more than 2, if I'm honest, because they're just a waste, you won't need them. But you can do 1 more. And also we can start to research. So we need to research a knife. For this we need polymer and we need plastic scraps. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to research our knife, because we need a knife to be able to continue on this platform.
Research finalized.
Printing completed.
Alright, so we actually need to pick up this football that we put down. Now we're able to put a box down, so we're just going to move this so that it fits here. Okay. And we can actually just put the football in the box just for now. We can actually drop it, because problem is we're really running out of space at the moment. There's not a lot of space for stuff. We'll put the football at the end of the bed. There we go. Okay, so that research is now complete. We can do the polymer, but we can also we can do a large bottle. Okay, we can do a large bottle. We need some more synthetics to be able to do that. So I highly recommend, if you have the opportunity right now, I would move the ship. In fact, this is what we're going to do. We're going to pick the ship up. We're going to fly over the edge here. We're going to position it, because we can see what way the stuff's coming, right? So we know what's coming. So what we can do is lower our ship down. We can jump on here, and now as these are coming past, we're in a really good place to be able to grab them as they go. Now, I'm not going to do too many of these, but I do want to do enough of these to make a large bottle, because I want to show you the difference. If we are researching here, the large bottle, the difference is 5 for a small bottle or 20 for a large bottle. So we're getting so much more in terms of our resources. And this is the first thing we want to do, is we want to be able to craft a large bottle. So in order to do that, we come to water. Large bottle requires an empty bottle, and it requires 5 polymer. Now obviously the problem we had before is we didn't have enough of it. So we can make some more if we want to. All we need to do is get an empty bottle. That's fine, we can do that by just drinking this water. We're going to head inside though, and we're going to grab some more of that polymer. But also we need to make a knife as well. That's something else we're going to need to do. So let's just head in, clear those buildings now. We're going to head up. First floor. We've already done the building on the left, that one's done. So now we're going to come across here to this building. We're going to finish clearing it. Now I'm pretty sure there was some stuff we didn't finish. Yes, there we go. Brilliant. Checking in here, looking around here. There should be enough in these 3 buildings. There's another one here as well. We can't get into that one just yet. But there should be enough for us now, if we go back to our ship, to make 2 large bottles. So I need an empty bottle as well. That's fine. I actually do have one. I just need to finish the water. So I just drink the water and make a large bottle. Now I'm going to make 4 large bottles. 1 for the dirty water, 1 for the clean water, 1 for the cooking station, and 1 for the plant oil. Also I need a battery for there, so I'm going to put that in. And we can continue researching. So I need plant oil and synthetics. Let's grab some of this. I'm going to try and multitask while we're here. We've got quite a lot to do while we're here. The plant oil we dropped, so we did have it. But we put it down here in this box. So we'll just grab that again. And we're going to use that to make polymer. So now we're going to research that. We now have a large bottle. Great. So now we have this. We can actually move the dirty water across. And then look at what we need to do the next one. We need 1 more synthetic. Just 1 more. So perfect. That is enough to make our 2nd large bottle. Okay. And now we have one large bottle for our dirty water and one large bottle for our clean water. And we need to make some polymer. And we have some plant oil to be able to do it. I'm also going to do the helium fuel whilst we're here. Okay, second large bottle. So now to make a third one we need more polymer. But we don't have any more. We've gathered all the polymer at this location. But we can now make polymer. And we can do that with plant oil and synthetics. So we need to gather some more synthetics. It takes 4 to do one. So 4 of these plus 1 plant oil. And that will be enough for us to make some polymer. We need to make 5 of these. So whilst that's crafting, we're just going to grab some more. And this right now is going to allow us to do our third bottle, and it's worth doing. It's worth spending the time to do this now, because you're going to need it later, and rather than keep going back and forth, you do it once and it's done.
Printing completed.
Okay, so that one's printed, which means we should now have enough to do the second one. Great. And now we're going to try and grab some more. We'll grab some metal as well, because it's always good to have metal. More will come out, you just need to wait. Sometimes lots, sometimes not much, but it will come.
Printing completed.
And the printer's complete, so we're just going to try and grab this last one, which is elusive. There we go. And that's enough to do the next one. Alright, and now because we're waiting, what we can do here is we can go and fill up one of these. So we're going to go and fill this up, one with dirty water, and we're going to fill up one with plant oil. We do have 1 plant oil there. We could do one more after this. But at the moment we're really struggling with the synthetics. We need more of these. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now we've run out of plant oil. We're going to go back out and get some more. Again, this is going to take a little while to be able to do this, but it makes sense to be able to do it whilst you're here. In the future you're going to be able to go to a lot more of these locations, so it makes sense to understand how they work. So inside here, we're now going to bottle the rest of this. We're going to look around, make sure we didn't miss any, and make sure we picked up absolutely everything from in here, which we did. Great. We're going to go across to the second one, which was here. And we know there's a lot more, so we're going to grab that. We're just going to grab that, and because we're putting into a large bottle now, the bottle can hold a lot more. So we've now cleaned that room out as well. So that is all of the plant oil on this location. We've done that. Now we're going to head back downstairs, and we're also going to fill this up with dirty water. So this is here. So we can do 20 now, dirty water. So we fill this up, and now we have just an abundance of dirty water. Go back to our ship. Okay. And the problem is we need one more bottle. So take the polymer. Now we need to make one more. We just need 3 more of these. And that's it. We're done. So. Oh my god. We're one short. We're one short. I misjudged it. Okay. Yeah. We've got enough now. So we'll make that. And then after that we'll be able to make one more bottle, because we have an empty bottle here. We don't need any more helium on us at the moment, so we're going to chuck the helium in there. We do need to sleep, so if you're printing, you can sleep. Oh, we need synthetics, don't we? Of course we do. We need synthetics for everything. But we only need 15, so let's just grab a few more so we've got them while they're here. Okay. Right, let's make that bottle. While the bottle's crafting, we're going to get some sleep.
Printing completed.
Okay, wake up. I normally find that if you sleep in small doses while you're doing things, it works. We can now gather the clean water from here, add some dirty water. Now, when we get a chance, we will make another one because we need it for food, for cooking. But it's not too important. It's just something to bear in mind later on. It makes it better to have that, but it's not important. You can just have 3 for now. That's absolutely fine. So we have all the plant oil, we have all the dirty water, and we have enough clean water. We can keep this filter going constantly. And we don't need to use this, we can keep this for emergencies. We don't need to use this, we can keep it for emergencies. And we've got the lure if we need that. So right now we're in a really good place. What we need to make now is a knife. For a knife we need more polymer, more plastic scraps and more metal. And we have two options. We can either go to a location where we're able to get these things, or we can farm them. Well, in the purpose of this video, because we don't have them, we're going to farm them. So we need to be able to make 3 more polymer and 6 plastic scraps. And that's quite a lot. And it might be that you don't want to sit here and you don't want to farm all of these because it's boring for you. And I understand that. And so if you don't want to farm these, you can simply go to another platform. And so we're going to farm a few of these just to give us the basics that we need for the polymer. And then we're going to head over to another platform to pick up some of the plastics, because the plastic scraps take so many synthetics. In fact, synthetics is something you're always going to be running out of until we create the automatic extractor. So everything that we're doing manual at the moment is temporary. That's right. This is something that becomes quite painful, and you're not going to want to do it. And so when you've finished some of the earlier playthroughs, you can automate. You can automate the lure catching, and you can automate the resource gathering. You can put one of these on the front of the ship, and it will automatically gather all of the resources as you're flying. So please don't think that you're going to be spending the entire game doing this. It's a temporary thing, and it's quite good to experience the pain of this, because it's the pain now that will make you appreciate the pleasure a bit later. Okay, so we know we need polymer. We're going to go ahead and grab that. We've got enough plant oil to be able to do that, so that's great. We're going to get some sleep in between.
Completed.
That's one done. We'll do the second. Go to sleep.
Printing completed.
Wake up. And we'll do the third one. Go to sleep.
Printing completed.
Wake up. Okay, so you see how we've managed to utilise both our sleep and our time there. So now we need to look at night. We've got metal, that's great. We've got polymer, we just need plastic scraps. So plastic scraps are the challenge, because it takes 30 synthetics to do one, and we actually need quite a lot. We need 6 of these. So that's quite a lot. Now, if you don't want to do it, you could just head to another location. We're looking for these beacons right here. There's one right there. We could go to this location and we could grab that instead. So you do have options. Now we could do that. Because we're here already, and because we have an abundance of this now, we're just going to do a bit more farming just to grab these. And whilst we're doing that, we can then start to farm this plastic scrap. We can also get a bit of sleep. Wait for it. Wake up, farm a bit more. Okay, so we'll take that plastic scrap, and I think we get 5. Yes, we get 5 plastic scrap from that, so it's not too bad. So we do one more and we're done. Alright, and that is it. So we have enough material now. There we go. So that's 60 that took, so we've got a little bit spare now. But we've got everything that we need to make this knife. So let's go ahead and get a knife, because we need that to continue. We're also going to need to get some food in a minute. We don't actually have our lure down, so we'll come back and we'll do that in a minute. For now, let's just grab our knife. Also, we're going to want to dump some stuff here, stuff that we might not need. So we're not going to want this copper at the moment. We don't need all of this. We can drop off this epoxy at the moment. We don't need that. This plastic and this metal. So basic resources, we're just going to chuck these in here for now. We're going to grab our knife. We're going to move our knife. So we've got our knife, our scanner, our ship builder. And also we don't actually need, but we've got no space to put it. So if you run out of space, one of the things you can do is just drop stuff on the floor. It will put it in a box which will stay there. And it's just a way that you don't have to buy more boxes. Alright. In terms of research, we don't really need to worry about anything else at the moment here in the fabricator. We can now do the balloon. So we could do the balloon core, and we can expand the balloon. And we can also have the upgrade station. So the upgrade station will allow us to do a filtering bottle and an automated insect catcher. Now we need the upgrade station to be able to print these, but we could research them now. So okay, let's head back inside. I feel like we've done enough. We've got our knife. We now got a basic form of defense. And we're about to encounter our first potential harmful enemy, I guess you could say. But before we do that, we're just going to head upstairs and we're going to go to that third room that we could not access before. So in this third room, we needed a knife to get through these vines. As we slice these, we're going to get biomass. There we go, so we now acquired biomass. In here, we can get more of these epoxies. We're going to need these later. Okay, inside here, there's some more. Perfect. So that's everything that we can gather inside this room. We come outside. We can now see this item, which we can now cut down. We cut that down, we can pick it up. There's another one on here. We can do the same thing. Cut that down and pick it up. Alright, let's head upstairs. We've done everything on that floor. We're now going up to the next floor. There's another one there. Can't quite hit that, unfortunately. This is where you would actually need a bow and arrow to knock that down, but yeah, that's a bit of a shame that they're there, but it's fine. We don't need them. Alright, so we're coming to this room. First floor. There's a lot of glass, so if you need glass or you're ever short of glass, come to the garden location, because this is always going to have an abundance of glass. Here you can see this grass. You can hit this grass to get more biomass. There's also a plant here. We're going to take that plant. Take that plant. And we're going to grab all of this biomass. And also now we've got this. We can hit this as well. And if we hit this 3 times, we've now got the canolia. The canolia flower. We needed to get a couple of those. That's fine. We've got those. Get more grass. There's a reason we're getting all of this grass. You'll see in a moment. When we go back to our ship. You could take the time to harvest all of this. I'm not going to, but you could. I'm actually going to go up these stairs. Actually, no, I'm not. Did they really put stairs there with no way to get up? Wow, okay. I didn't even see that. There is another floor, but you'll have to drop down because, for some reason... Yeah, good design. Okay, so we come back outside. Over to here. And there is another data pad. This talks about seeds and seedlings. And the monoculture in our garden, in the long run, lowers the chances of survival of the very garden itself. This is a short-sighted approach. We need species that will survive drought or frost or any other hell that comes at us. For once, let's not make the mistake made by our ancestors. Okay. Nothing else to do here, but continue to go up. Another one of these here, but... Oh, we did get it. Going upstairs. Okay, so here is the guy that I was telling you about. This guy. If we back up, he'll disappear. You can kind of see him. He's like a little cricket. See if I can... There you go, he's backed up. As you move closer, you'll hear him, and you'll see him. There he is. So you back up. He'll go away. You get closer. Now, he'll hurt us if we let him. In fact, I'm going to let him. So if we go too close, he'll attack us. And we've now got a virus. But, what you can do is you can kill him. Just run up to him and hit him. Alright, you'll kill him. And then take him. Oh, his inventory's full. I'm going to eat an ink bulb. I'm not going to eat that. Don't want to do that. I am going to drink this water. Okay, now I take that. Take the potat plant. Potat plant. If I eat the potat plant, I've cured the virus.
The virus was neutralized.
Okay, so this potat plant kills that virus, or cures that virus. Okay? Good. Alright, inventory is full. So let's go back to our ship. We've kind of done everything we need to do here. We're going to come back up in a moment. But we want to go back to the ship for now. We're going to unstuck ourselves. Just an easier way to get back. And from here, we're going to dump everything off. So, let's just look at what we can upgrade. So to do this, we need 10 glass to do a filtering bottle and a green colander, which we've got. Green colanders will over time, they'll decay. This, I need 2 of those flowers and biomass, so I can do the unique insect lure, so we'll do that. Alright, and we also need to cook some stuff. So we're going to go ahead and cook one of these. These do give us plus 30 food when they're raw. So we can go ahead and boil that. That research has been done, so that's good. The rest of the stuff, we're not too worried about it at the moment. We can do the automatic insect catcher. We may as well do it, but we can't actually build it at the moment, but that's okay. But right now we just want to eat. Eating's what we're really concerned about. So we could move the ship to get the glass, and that's something we will need to do in a minute. So we'll repurpose that. Alright, we've now researched that. That's done. We're going to partly do this to use the green colander, so that's done. We've done the glass that we had. And that's it for now, so we're going to leave that stuff. And there's nothing else we can do there, so we're going to leave that stuff. Cool. We've got an abundance of dirty water, so we're going to purify some more. Because that's something else we're going to need to do, is get that clean water. We've got the cooker going, that's great. In terms of food, we've got the unique insect lure, which is going to be polymer, which we don't have, biomass and those flowers. So we're not going to make that at the moment. We are going to take this, we're going to consume this. This is now going to give us 40 food. So that's great for our food. Also, we've got this lulling grass cricket, which, you know, just because of what he did to us, let's boil him. Okay. We've got synthetic fuel, but what we should be able to do, if we did this already, in a little while we'll be able to get biomass fuel. We can't get it right now, but in a little while we'll be able to get biomass fuel, which is why we're collecting all of this biomass. Ink bulbs, we can't use them at the moment, but I think later we'll be able to. We could eat them. We've got the biomass, we've got this stuff here. That's full up, everything else is full up. We're in a pretty good place. Again, if you want to chuck some stuff down, you could. Just chuck the biomass on the floor there. Move around, you can chuck these down on the floor here. They can just kind of live there for now, just while you're kind of waiting. We're going to bottle up this clean water. Just waiting for this food quickly. There we go. Take that. And the cooking station, there we go, has got water in it. So put another plant on the go. Whilst that plant's working, we're going to head back up. Okay, so we're almost done here. This is a bit of a longer video, I appreciate. Okay, let's head up again. So, because we used so much of that dirty water, we're going to refill it one more time. Always a good source to be able to get your dirty water from here. So if you ever need dirty water, come here to get it. We go all the way back up to where we was. Okay, so we did this room. We've done everything we need to do. You can harvest everything if you want to, but right now we don't really have the space and you don't really need anything else. We do want to go into this room here where the flower is, but we're not going to go in there just yet. The reason for that is I want to go upstairs. There's also something else here. There's a lobster chili we can grab. I believe there is something else, but we'll grab that in a minute. So there are rooms here. There's another one of those fellas. I just heard him. Oh, he's behind us over there, so I'm not too worried about him. This is all the same stuff. We don't need it at the moment. This guy, we're just going to... If you kill him and you're quick enough, you can grab him, but there's always the stuff here to heal yourself if you do get caught. This room has glass. If you walk through, you'll get hurt. So just smash the glass first so that you can come into this room. And exactly the same as the other rooms. All of this stuff is the same. So we don't need to worry about any of that at the moment. If you want to gather it, you can. What I'm going to do is go up here and I'm going to grab the battery. Okay, that battery shows me that I've been here. Come back down. Now I've got the battery. And we're going to come into this room. This is the overgrown room. You can tell it because of the flower, but also if you come inside, you'll see these are bruise flowers. So we're going to pick up a bruise flower because that's a new. These are what you'll use to make first aid kits. Okay, and now we have this on the right hand side here. The vines, which we need to use a knife. This is why we needed a knife. Okay, so we come into here. There's a computer. Also a picture. You can take a picture if you want it.
A storm is coming.
follow this up and over the top, and it will go down the other side. You can kind of see the blue wire. Now you need to come to this side and chop this as you did before. And in the corner here, you can see where to insert the battery. Now the battery has been inserted, powered up the computer. We can come back and we can use the computer. The latest breeding shows strong positive reactions to pollution. After a few days of exposure to sulfates, it clearly flourishes. In contrast, it gradually dies in a clean atmosphere. The side effect is unusual colours. We still have a lot of testing ahead of us before we can create a plant that purifies the atmosphere. However, we can give a little colour to this grey and sad reality. Okay, so that's it. We've done. We can also take that if we want to as well. So we've done everything we need to do here. If you want, you can take some time to really harvest all of the materials and gain everything you need. But for now, for this purpose, we're done. I do want to get this glass and grab this glass, so I could reposition the ship to do that. I'm just going to head back to the ship, so click on start. Well, the last thing I want now is to get hit by lightning, but it is what it is. Okay, and now we can make first aid kits. So this is a lobster chili and a bruise flower, so we're going to go ahead and research that. And now what we're going to do just before we leave is we're going to check our studies. We're going to look on the garden variants. Alright, and look, there's two things we haven't found yet. The wrecked upgrade station and the thick creepers. Okay, so we need to go back and we need to keep looking for those. And we did actually get some stuff, but we didn't scan it, and so we need to do that. So let's go back up. Okay, we're going to keep looking up here. And what we're looking for in our studies, we're looking for a thick creeper, which is in a greenhouse tower. A thick creeper. We can see what it looks like. And so what you want to do in this instance is walk around, make sure you've scanned everything in every room. Make sure if there's anything to scan, you've got it. We've already done that. We've done everything else in here. We can go up here if we need to. We've already done the tower. That's been done. Everything here's been done. Everything here's been done. We're going to scan this. There we go. That's just some glass. Lobster chili we've already done. Okay, so we've done everything in here. Coming into here. That's been done. That's been done. Everything else in here has been done. We'll watch that. Okay. And so for in here, I think we've done everything we can do. We'll take him so we can eat him. Alright. Now we want to head down. And we need to find, before we leave... Okay, that storm's finished, that's good. There it is, we can see it down there, look. If you look down you can see it. We need to go down another level. So we're going to keep going down. We're going to find this platform, which is just here. Find the best way down, which is over here. Once you've done that, we're going to scan this. Alright, that is the wreck station. Also scanned that already. Just looking around, making sure there's nothing left to scan. And there's not. We've done everything we need to do. Alright, so back to the ship. So there is one more thing that we need to do. It's where we get the biomass from. But we do need to scan it. You'll be able to see that here. It is a thick creeper. I don't actually recall where that is, so we'll have to find that later. It's not a problem. You'll find it. As you play through the game, you'll find it anyway, so it's fine. but that's going to give us an upgrade station. Now for this we need glass, circuit boards and polymer. So quite a lot we need to do right now in order to finish researching. Also, we don't need to expand our balloon yet, but if we do want to get to that stage where we've finished everything, we can do that. And in the fabricator, we can now make first aid kits with these chilies and these brood flowers if we need to. So this is where we'll come to get that information. So that's everything we need. You've kind of seen how this works. And that is the garden facility. So now you've got your knife, you can put your posters up if you want to as well, organise your stuff, and before we head off to the next location, just make sure that you're good, that you've got everything that you need. Consume anything you need. You don't actually get any food from this, so do be careful with that. These are just energy. You don't. A lot of these plants, they won't give you food. The green colander will, and we've already used that, so yeah, we can use that. But a lot of these other plants, there's no real use for these at the moment, apart from water and health. So if you want water and health, you can consume them. These will probably come in use later. This one, which we know we use for the first aid kit, gives you minus 10 health. So yeah, just be careful with those. We're just going to leave them here, we don't need them at the moment. This one, the potat does give you food, but you need to boil it, otherwise you'll get minus 10 energy and minus 10 health. The biomass we'll use later. We've got the lolling grass crickets, and we've also got a boiled one as well, so that one's good. It'll give us some food. Alright, and we're good. We've got everything we need. We're in a much stronger position now. We can take this stuff and pick it up. Okay, and then we can just put our posters down. So posters you can kind of put wherever you want, really doesn't matter, just depends on what you want. I can put this one here maybe. I can put this one here, so just stick them on the roof for now, so they're out of the way. But yeah, that's it. Get to that stage so you're here and you've done everything you need to do on this place, and then it's really up to you at this stage. We've got another marker we need to head towards, which we can see right here. You can head to that marker, or you can go and finish the rest of your research. There's something else you can do. These question marks, if you go to these question marks, these are items that you need to find. There's a few of them, so before you can research everything. These are mountings that you're not going to pass through. You'll need to go around them. You can get around either way. And so yeah, everything you need to be able to get to this location. So in the next video we'll head to this location, but that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Speak to you soon.